of the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro.
That is correct. It was quite a long, lengthy court proceeding. Started roughly at 9:30 and only ended at about 20 to 4. So it was quite a long day. But like you said, Francis, still unclear who is the rightful executive mayor of Nelson Mandela Bay. We see that Mongameli Bobani stands firm with, his stance that he was rightfully elected. But then we see Athol Trollip also coming out saying that, they snatched it from him and that the processes were illegal.
So the DA says this was an illegal meeting that ousted him. The other side, like you say, saying they're good in government. How has that government been working since that meeting?
Well, just looking at that council meeting that took place about 3 weeks ago, ever since the executive mayor Mongameli Bobani has been voted in, he has been making inroads with the community, visiting the community, I suppose also garnering support for the newly led coalition party in government. And at the flip side, you also see Councillor Athol Trollip also going into the communities and trying to get, that support. So I can tell you this for sure, that Nelson Mandela Bay is split. It is in half. You have both sides equally having a very strong hold, a very strong support system. Just looking at the court proceedings today, we saw, the ANC and the DA coming full force, pledging their support for their relative mayors, who they deem mayors rather. And, looking at the court proceedings as well, several factors also coming to the fore. Just listening to Dalim Pofu and Temba and Ngukatobi, dissecting, the coalition's papers, opposition's papers, and actually saying that, the Johan Metler, the municipal mayor, Francis, who stepped out of council on that day that Trollip was ousted, that he declared it was a quorum, and then afterwards declaring that it wasn't a quorum. So all these things came to the fore. There's quite a lot of uncertainty as well. But then also looking at, the mayor, Nelson Mandela, executive mayor Mongameli Bobani, also saying that, they went through the right channels, they ticked the boxes, they went through the MEC's office, Fikile Klasa, who sent over someone to preside over the council meeting, and that there was nothing illegal about it. They really have done everything by the council's book, by the council municipality structures, and that this cannot be deemed, illegal. And then looking at the DA then coming out saying that, they left council on that day only because they knew that they did not meet a quorum after Johan Metler said so. So there's quite, different views of what exactly came out of council. But I'm sure once the judge has dissected it and he's, come up with his ruling, we will have more of a clarity of who exactly is the executive mayor of Nelson Mandela Bay. But as it stands, both sides equally strong in their arguments. One citing that Johan Metler, who presided over the council meeting, actually should have let it take place instead of adjourning it, and then the other side saying that they met a quorum and that the processes are due and that it is illegal.
All right, thank you very much, Jayed-leigh Paulse, reporting live for us. And of course, it's so split, this council. That's why the Patriotic Alliance, one man on that council, has been so important in tipping the balance either way in various attempts to oust Athol Trollip.